Hello everybody, this is a short introduction video. We're going to connect two of those uncoupling rails from Fleischmann. We're going to connect them to a Switchpilot from ESU, and then we're going to control them through the ESU command station. Now there is not a lot of documentation, so we're going to do this step by step. The first step is going to be the wiring. Second step is going to be configuring the equals, and the third step is optional. If it's a new Switchpilot, then we are going to put it in learning mode. Otherwise you can skip the last step if it's an existing Switchpilot and you're using only a new port. So this is the Switchpilot itself. We have connected the Switchpilot to port number 1, and you can connect two of those uncoupling rails to one port. What you do is you take the middle connector and you put one wire of each of those uncoupling rails into the middle one, so you get two wires from each uncoupling rails one. Then one of the leftover connections goes to the left one and the other wire goes to the right one. So you have two wires in the middle one, and left and right go to the separate uncoupling rails. Furthermore, the power is normally connected. I draw it now from the track as stated in the manual. This is going to be base number 5, base address number 5, and the first port, as you can see over here. So the next step is we are going to configure this into the equals command station. So we are here at the layout of the command station. What we see over here, we have two uncoupling rails, and we're gonna configure them. So we use the spanner first, and then this one. Now, like I said, you select over here the decoupling rail. Over here I have selected base number 5, and it's the first port. Now this Switchpilot is already learned, but I'm gonna go to that step anyway. Since you've selected here uncoupling rail, you can only select the switch in red or green. So I've set this one to red, which is one of the output ports, and we're gonna configure another of those rails, and then we use the same address, but we stick to the green one. So we can see over here, and we can use this one, and you can see that it is exactly the same base address number 5, port number 1, but then this one is selected green. So it means that you can connect two of those uncoupling rails to one port, and you can also control from the equals command station two of those rails. Now the last and third step is to connect this Switchpilot to the equals command station. Therefore you press the button over here, shortly, let it go, and there goes the blinking mode. This is the blinking mode for ports number 1 to 5. You can also push it a bit longer, and then you will select one of the servo outputs. But this is the short one. Now let's go back to the equals. Now we're back to the equals. Remember, we've selected over here free address. I have already other equals ESU Switchpilots. So number 5, base number 5 was available. Port number 1 for both of these switches, and the only thing I have to do to learn it to base number 5 is switch this one. There we go. Then the light goes out on the Switchpilot, so it's no longer in learning mode. And now you can select this one for the left one, and the other one is the other uncoupling rails. I've also put it in the layout, one over here, so you now can use it in the layout. And that's all there is, connecting uncoupling rails to a Switchpilot and then controlling them from the ESU command station.